Hey guys, how's it going?
So I've been doing a lot of thinking recently. Obviously I test rode the new Fireblade, I've test ridden the new Drystars 1000. Last year I test rode, even if it's only for half hour, the S1000 RR. What else did I do last year? The Fireblade SP. Basically what I'm trying to get at is I've test ridden a few, what's classed as superbikes in the last year. The reason being, I've been contemplating whether to chop this bike in now. It's got 17,000 miles on the clock. That's not an issue. It's a Honda, it'll just go on and on and on. Unless I forget to put oil in it or something. Anyway, so contemplating chopping this in, getting something else. Because I am getting a bit bored of this bike now. Truth be told. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just one of them things of I'd like a bit of a change. And high on the list of what to change to is,
do I stay with a sports bike? Oh sorry, do
I move away from a sports tourer and go for something a bit more sport bikey? Or do I go for something completely different like a naked? Not me going naked, but the bike, you know what I mean. So the way I see it, the new 1000s are fast. They are stupidly fast. The new, for instance, the new GSXR 1000s will happily do about 110 miles an hour in first gear. That's your license lost in first gear. And all the superbikes are, they've got so much power that you're never going to use it on the road, which means you've got to take it to the track to use it. I've already got, well, working on a track bike, so would I then really want to then start taking my road bike, which is the whole reason I decided to opt for a track bike, and put that on the track, if that makes sense. But then there's not a lot of 600 sports bikes out now. They're kind of like a dying breed because the sales weren't up on them and Euro 4 stuff was just completely destroying them. I think as of this year the only ones that you can get brand new is possibly a Drystars 600 and the R6 which is coming out, and that one is stupidly priced. That is so expensive compared to the GSXR, well, compared to most 600s. You know, there's no Honda 600 RR anymore, or CBR 600 RR. There's no Triumph 675. They seem to be, Triumph just seems to be going the way of going for the scrambler cafe racer type bikes. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of 600 super sports out anymore. And if they are, they don't have all the same, they don't carry over the same toys that the 1000s are coming out with now. They're quite bare basic machines really. I'm not saying you need to buy a bike with all them bells and whistles on because to make it a better bike. But it'd be sort of a nice to have. You've seen what is available on bikes now. The only other option is going for the in-between, and they're even rarer, is going for either the Drystars 750 or maybe the Panigale 959. They put out roughly the same power. But again, the Panigale is stupidly expensive. So what do? I say I could look for I could go for an older bike, that's not a problem. It's just it's trying to find a decent one that's not been ragged rotten. Or do I just go for the, well, I say, do I just change the style of bike and go for something a bit more naked or a bit more toury or something? MT-07 I'm not really keen on. MT-09, no offence to people of the older generation, but the proper upright Tory bikes, they just really don't do anything for me. And to be honest, I'm not fully convinced by the naked bikes either. I'm sure they're a lot of fun and a lot of people tell me they're fun, but I just like a bit of plastic. I'm not sure. But I say, I just feel maybe a superbike is not the way to go. I just feel like you're going to be using a fraction of its power. I mean, literally just a tiny little bit of it. And is that really worth it on a bike that you're potentially paying between 13 and 17 grand for? I think I've made myself clear there. Do you bite the bullet, buy something which has oodles of power, which is always going to be there for you, but you're not going to use a fraction of it? Or do you go for something a little less powerful, but just spend a bit more time looking for something because you want it, you just want what it is? You know what I mean? I'm trying to convince myself in the head. What do you guys think anyway? Seriously, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Do you go? For a start, supermotos, they're definitely out of the question. I'm not keen on them at all. So supermotos and full-on tourers, they're out of the window. Cafe racers, and yeah, it's a whole different discussion there, I think, about cafe racers.
Scramblers, them sort of bikes again. I'm almost leaving myself quite limited here on what I want. I don't want to go too low powered because then I'll miss the power on this. For instance, the new CBR 500. Oh, looks fantastic. And so does the 650F for that matter. The bike that's slightly the newer one than this. But both of them are less powerful than this. I can't decide. I think I'm just going to have to wait until... No point... I'll try and test things. I'll try and find... I seriously want to try and find an R1 that I can test ride. Yeah. I seriously want to try and find an R1 that I can test ride. But at this moment, I'm not in a complete and utter rush to buy something. With the TT there, with the TT coming up quite soon, even if I went and bought a new bike today, I mean a brand new bike, I'm not going to have it running and serviced before the TT. It's not going to happen. After the TT, who knows? Anyway, I think I've rambled on a bit too much. Howdy. I think I've rambled on a little bit too much. Help me decide what I want to go for next. I will get better at doing videos one day. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, ride safe. See you later, bye.